you? It's Audio Who. It's Sunday night. We're here to defend, as we dare enter, the light at the end. Yes, folks, this was the 50th anniversary Big Finish Productions, penned by the bald master himself in the guise of one Nick Briggs, to commemorate 50 years of Doctor Who. We have 8 Doctors. We have 1 red light. We have a crispy master. And we have time folding on itself at a very alarming rate. What do we think about this? Well, you're about to find out before we get to that. Well, let's get to this. It's your cast for this evening. Joining us once again for the first time in a while. Jason, how goes it, boss?
Doing good, and Black Friday wasn't that bad over here.
Well, that's what happens when you stay at the stores, buddy. Joining us right as we are on the cusp of starting, and I had to re-edit, it's Mr. Matt Rose. Matt, you're late.
Sorry about that.
Well, say hello.
Hello. Testing 1, 2, 3.
There you go, that'll do. I'll edit that. And what she's on, Mr. Will Medina. Well, how goes the Giants this week?
Hey now, they're winning by 2 scores, so that's good.
And I take it my horse getting pumped again. Nothing new there.
Well, your team don't start for another 25 minutes.
They'll still get pumped. Joining us from Tottenham, it's Mr. Philip Archer. Phil?
Good evening, Graham. Too many doctors spoil the broth. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, right. Down in the bowels of hell, it's Texas Tim Wells. Timbo, how goes it, man?
Oh.
Good to have you, man. And of course, the thunder from down under, bright and bushy-eyed on a Monday morning. It's AJ. How's it going, AJ?
Hey guys, how are you?
Good to have you, man. So yeah, guys, the light at the end. A nice compact story here, with a central focal point being good old John Dorney and his character. And we have Geoffrey Beevers back as the master, running amok. So what do we think about this one? Opening thoughts. Okay, guys, Philip, can I get your opening thoughts on Light at the End? Bear with me, William Russell, Fraser Hines, Tim Treloar, Tom Baker, Peter Davison, Colin Baker, Sylvester McCoy, and Paul McGann. Guest starring Geoffrey Beevers. Light at the End, mate. What do you reckon?
It's a lovely, fuzzy, warm, cuddly story. Because you've got everybody that you love from the classic era and more so. I like it for the fact that, yes, Geoffrey Beevers does a star turnout as the master in this, although he's not in it too much, but when he's in it, he chills you to the bone. I particularly love the team-up of Paul McGann and the Fourth Doctor, Tom Baker. That was a nice pairing. Excellent stuff there. I'm quite glad that Charlie didn't have much in the way of a star turn, because she got caught up in that little bubble wrap and disappeared from the face of time, which is good for me. The story, Straxus. I love how Colin Baker's Doctor stripped down Straxus in regards to what was going on. That was my favourite part of the whole thing, really. Cause it was good to see Colin be really spiky, and it's nice to hear the off-scene voices of the third, the second, and the first Doctors. That's a nice little addendum to the story. But overall, it's a wonderful story, and I wish they'd do more like that, to be honest.
Yeah, well, you might get your wish down the road, mate. Jason, how about you, mate? Opening thoughts?
Well, the first time I listened to this story, actually this was the very first audio story I listened to way back like a couple years ago, and listening to this, I was definitely surprised. This definitely should have been the 50th for the TV series, and how very mind-blowing this was. I mean, even listening to this again, definitely, great story. And I guess in a way it was like the first one listening to by what's her name, the character Charlie, because when I said the other story was the first one I listened to, this one was actually the first one. But great to hear Geoffrey Beevers on this one. Definitely played a great master on this one. They should have done more audios of him. I mean, definitely great hearing him. I'll talk about West later on.
All right, mate. Thank you for your opening gambit. Timbo, what do you reckon, man?
It's an amazing story. It's amazing how it's just 2 hours long and they managed to fit all that into it. I think it's very difficult to put together a really good multi-doctor story, and here they did a really good job of giving all of them something to do, so that you don't feel that any one of them got short stripped or anything. plus they bring in some companions just for like an extended cameo and cleverly remove them from the story, so you don't have a story that's overpopulated.
Mhm.
You don't have to send Turlo and Susan to make tea just to get them out of the way.
No.
So it's very clever and how it's structured too. I mean, it's an amazing piece of work, and it's all very good. I mean, the only thing I would say is that it could have been better if they had more for the first 3 Doctors to do. But I think this is the first time they actually used Tim Treloar, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I guess they were just feeling their way around the use of the other actors to play the first and second Doctor. So I mean, it's just it might have been more interesting that way, but I guess we're lucky we got as much as we did. But it's a very clever story. It's very well made, very well directed.
Yeah.
John Dorney is phenomenal.
John Dorney's always phenomenal. Yeah, you're right. Nobody's bogged in or convoluted in this at all. AJ, what do you rank, mate?
I thought this was a brilliant story. This is what we should have got for the 50th anniversary on TV. I mean, if Big Finish could make it work, why couldn't they make it work for TV, despite the fact that they look old? I don't care. I wanted to see them in costume, running around. The story was very tight. It was wrapped up in a nice little bow at the end. The Master got what he deserved, trying to wipe the Doctor out of existence.
Mm-hmm.
And he became more crispier by the end, I hope. So, yes, brilliant story.
So the crispy one cometh. Whoa, what are you, man?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with what AJ said. This is, to me, is the 50th anniversary, is the way it should have been done. And what's funny is that even though the main villain is the Master, in reality, is really the knucklehead from the Celestial Intervention Agency who let the Master take a weapon and use it against the Doctor.
Straxus, yeah.
Yes, I said, these idiots, I mean, they never learn. And I love the way the Sixth Doctor ridiculed the CIA and all the shenanigans they done. It's a miracle yet in Big Finish they haven't done, say, like a trial against these guys, because they really are paying them.
Yeah.
Again, like we heard earlier from the other guys, yes, the companions, they play their part, and that wasn't entirely in the story. So you know, it was good the way they would do that. They disappear like that. Yes, and I did like Charlie Paula, you little picking on her, man. The thing is, it was great to see. What the things that stood out is like how some of the other companions who never met each other interacted real good around them. I mean, they mush really good. I wish they would do another storyline that they can meet each other again. And the one, of course, everybody knows that what stood out was the 4th and 8th Doctors together. I can't believe that the 3 years that since this was released, they have not done another crossover with these two great actors. I mean, just one part could be from the 4th Doctor story, and it would go to one story from the 8th Doctor. I can't believe they have not done that yet. I mean, these two gentlemen really should meet again. It's a great. It's hard. Even we know just what little time, because like Tim said, it was only a 2-hour thing. But the time that these two stood together, it stood out, and that's what come. I would love to see them back again. I gotta give Nick Briggs a whole lot of props for writing this thing and directing, and sneaking his son in to do the voice of the little kid, to do the thing like that. So that's really stood out. I'll tell you more about the other stuff a little bit.
Yes, young Ben Briggs there. No danger of nepotism in Big Finish Towers, indeed. All right, Matt. You were away, but go for it.
Better late than never. I really enjoyed this. I really loved listening to it back in the 50th. It came out a little bit earlier than planned, and I got it on the first day it came out, and I just loved it back then. All the Doctors worked very well. All the companions did. I loved the new creatures in it, the Vests. I wish they would come back again as well. I enjoyed them. And I just thought Mr. Beavers, he was the main villain. He wasn't the central stage for most of it. He was more in the background. He was like stalking all of them through their timeline. He's like the Doctor stalker in this, trying to change history. It's very fun. I loved it, the epicness of it, and as everyone's mostly covered, they should do something like this again. I know trying to get a gangle of the cast all again to do this would be quite hard, but just something as another one-off further down the line would be brilliant.
All right, fair enough. In regards to myself, folks, yeah, I enjoyed the hell out of this. You had the central constant theme through all the TARDIS of this mysterious red light that just appeared out of nowhere, and things were going amok, and it turned out the red light was the focal point of an explosion caused by, shock horror, above all else, Peter Davison's Doctor when he brings the poor fella into the TARDIS back in 1963. Wow. The Master really is a cunning guy planting a bomb in that poor bloke. And as for what he did to the guy's family, putting him in the dollhouse, ooh, yeah.
That was one of my favorite scenes too.
Yeah.
Like
And I loved how each Doctor seemed to get ample time in terms of doing something, as Tim alluded to. You had Pete Davison and Nissa basically being the detectives, relaying the bad news, the more human element to the Doctor. Colin Baker, as bold as and brash back in TV, sit after the two Doctors as ever. He's not taking the shit, especially if he distracts us. He's just he's there to take names and chew bubble gum. Sylvester McCoy is somewhat like the one we listened to a few weeks back. He's a wee bit behind on events this time, but once he gets clued up in it, he's back to the whole one step ahead thing eventually. And of course you have William Russell, Fraser Hines and Tim Creelor here, essentially playing the Bill Hartnell role for the three Doctors, popping in when they can to, win some advice and try and sort the thing out. So yeah, and you have the magnificent ending, obviously, where John Donnelly can't get any sleep because 8 guys keep rattling on his door asking him if he's okay. Yes, fantastic stuff. Nice little ball and a nice outing for Big Finish in the 50th year. Superb stuff, folks. Right, guys. Events, characters or instances that stood out for you. Jason, anything stand out for you, mate?
I enjoyed all of it. I mean, I enjoyed the cameos with the voice, the fourth, second, and third Doctor, even though it was played by Tim Fraser and William. They definitely did a great performance. It was like it felt like a chilling moment. Like it gave chilling to my, in a way, give you goosebumps in a way that felt good hearing a bit of cameo voice that actually sound like the actual Doctor's voices. But Tom Baker and Paul McGann as those Doctors working with each other, that definitely worked out great right there. Colin Baker and Sylvester McCoy. Also with the fifth Doctor and Nissa being a bit like the officers for, I think, was it Bob Dovie, I think. The guy was getting all freaked out.
Yeah, Bob Dovie.
It was pretty funny in the end with him, just getting all freaked out with all the Doctors and all the police box. That was my favorite part. Charlie, definitely enjoyed the performance. I enjoyed all the performance on each companion. Just hearing all the cameos and the Vestas, they sound more like the Cyberman in a way. I know that was being played by Nicholas Briggs, and you almost had them sound like the Cyberman in a way. Even though they didn't give the Master that much scenes, he definitely did a great performance on Jeffrey Beavers, and yeah, it was definitely a perfect story. One of the very, very best in my opinion, and that's all I'm going to say.
Okay, mate, thank you. Philip, you're up.
Okay, so right. Do you know what? There was one bit I liked with the Master saying, it reminded me of the Warriors, the movies, come out to play.
Yeah, the mug bottle. Yeah.
I like that part of it. And the fact that his TARDIS was a post-box pillar. My lord, that was quite cool. There was something I wanted to say, I can't remember it now. It's gone out of my head.
Was it not a tank?
Huh?
Was TARDIS not a tank?
It was a tank at one point as well as a post-box pillar. There was something I can't remember. You know what? Forget me. I've forgotten it. It's right in my head. So I'll let you move on to someone else.
Brain like a sieve, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you're up. What's happening, man?
The story was, I love the way it was. But if you notice one of the things that stood out was the companions, because you notice in certain stuff where it takes place, because we know the 6th is with Perry, so we know that's their, is between their storyline before she leaves. just like the Fourth Doctor is with Leela. So again, like that story arc is right there. Same thing with this Fifth with Perry. It must have been when they were away for a year from Nissa and all that. They were away from Tegan and Turlo. So then that's good. That stood out, and I liked it. But where some of these characters stood out because we noticed in later adventures, like for instance, that Charlie does meet up with the Sixth Doctor, because since in this story the Eighth Doctor was the current Doctor, he was the one that will remember everything, and that includes Charlie. So she's the one that remembers meeting Leela, meeting the Fourth Doctor and all that, and then of course later on in the audio we see her meeting the Sixth Doctor.
Well, I think Charlie's timeline is just after Storm Warning or after the Sandman story.
We know when we look it up in the internet where each one takes place. But that's one thing that stood out, because every companion, in a way, even though some of them can't remember it, we know where they're at, and further down the line, what happens with them. Because remember, Charlie does meet Leela again in Gallifrey, in Neverland like that. So that's pretty good that these companions stood out like that. I mean, it was great to see, even though it was played by other people, that the first three Doctors was in this story, and I liked that very much. And to me, I gotta give Nib Briggs props for respecting them and putting them in this story. Unlike that, the other thing that came out called the 8th anniversary thing nonsense. So I gotta give that prop.
All right, Matt, you're up.
Hello. I have so many moments from this because it's so brilliant, but nitpick a few. I love Tom and McGann's chemistry a bit. I love it when they're in the TARDIS, the 8th Doctor's one, and they're just like, who did you inherit it from? Jules Verne. It's just like, it's so funny when the Doctors bicker on every time they meet. I also did enjoy when the 7th Doctor saw Perry again. He looked very upset by that because he knows what's coming. And
there you go. Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean. Ace's description of all of them was pretty funny. Like, Joseph, Lord Byron, Cricket Guy. She's just so on this stuff. Yeah. Light at the end, it's just really brilliant. I love everything. Like, as well, the moments with all the Doctors trying to stop the Master and everything. It's just every time I pick this one back up, I just think that it's great Tom's done this at last. It really is. You don't know if he will do another multi-Doctor special again, because 5 Doctors, it was that stand-in thing, because he never done it.
All right, let's not talk about dummies.
Well, he's not an Auton.
All right, man.
Brian, can I just quickly interject and say that the other piece I wanted to say was it's brilliant sound music for the brilliant audio music for the story. I love the music in it. It's all wonderful and cheery.
That's what you forgot. What the hell, man? All right, no bother. Cheers. Yeah. Timbo, you're up. What are you writing, man?
Who?
Tim.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think I like the way that Briggs put this together, because he's an old fan of the show. I think he grew up watching most of it, and he knows all the Doctors, and he really did write them to their strengths. I mean, as their characters. Like, it was a great idea. Like, it's already been mentioned. It's a great idea that you have 4 and 8 as a double act, and that works really well for both of them. And then you have the 6th Doctor, who walks in and just starts bossing those guys around, saying, what the hell is going on here? And that's how he is, And then you have the 5th Doctor and Nyssa, who have to deal with Dovie and his tragedy. And they're perfectly suited, because that's the sympathetic Doctor and the most sympathetic companion. I mean, if you had 6 and Perry there, it would have been laughable, So it's really great how he puts all the Doctors in the right place to suit his story. I think that's the most amazing thing about it. Like Philip mentioned the music. This story even has a bit of an overture at the beginning. There's about 2 minutes of music before the story actually starts unfolding, and it's just there, like as if you're just watching a big movie that just started. It's really cool.
Excellent. Yeah, I can only concur with a lot of that. You probably everybody combined's probably covered everything that I was going to say with regards to this section of the podcast. So with that, we'll go to AJ before we move on. AJ, anything for you?
Yeah, I want to give props to the theme music. That was awesome. They took almost bits and pieces of every theme from every Doctor and they just sort of melded it into one massive overture theme. I thought that was just brilliant. I also like everyone said the interaction between each and every of the Doctors, how they sort of paired up and did their own thing. I like the thing where Tom Baker towards the end of the story goes, "What is this, an afterlife for the Doctor?" or something like that. I think that was a dig at the Moff for that whole cloud scene in the 50th. Where they're standing, you see they're all in a massive row standing at the end of the movie.
Not the band. They recorded this before the 50th.
Well, they probably would have had some sort of idea, but you know what I mean? I found that funny, you know, retroactive and all that, unless the Moff got the idea. Anyway, I thought it was brilliant. It was funny.
The ironic thing is the Moff got to approve this.
So there we go.
You know.
So, but I also like the explanation why the first three Doctors aren't there, because they're sort of unreachable due to some sort of weird energy or radiation. And I reckon they should have said, well, there's another 4 Doctors in the future, but we can't reach them either. There's some sort of barrier, which they could have mentioned just as a throwaway line, you know, some sort of energy barrier that they can't reach through. I can't complain about the story too much. I thought it would have been funny if you had some of the companions who are crossover companions between the 2 Doctors, like Perry with 5 and 6, where both Doctors showed up with a different version of Perry.
All right. Well, yeah.
I reckon that would have been funny, watching them reaction to each other and how they would have reacted and all that.
Double the pleasure. Yes.
Well, you know what I mean.
Just one thing I want to pick up on, obviously, was Jeffrey Beaver's reaction to his eventual fate. He was absolutely appalled he was going to get time rammed after 8 TARDISes. That's what I was.
Yeah, which is that the second time that's actually been used in Doctor Who, time ramming?
That was
first
time.
A Time Warrior, yeah, or Time Monster was the first time.
Time Monster, yeah, Pertwee, Delgado. So there you go. The crispy one get rammed. Nice.
I got one more thing. I also like the opening and closing of the TARDIS doors as a warning. Remember from It's a Destruction, where the TARDIS doors kept opening and closing? Like it's an alert system, which they didn't really know much about, apparently. I thought it was a good throwback to the classics.
Yeah. Okay. Cool, man.
I gotta add on something. I made a mistake. That even though Charlie does meet Leela in this storyline, she does not remember it. I looked it up. She does not remember it. So the meeting in Neverland is their first time they meet.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Charlie will forget what happened in this storyline.
They all do. I think they all.
Yeah, they all do.
Yeah.
Except for they still remember when the second met the sixth.
Oh yeah, but that happened in this.
That was the 2 Doctors.
Yeah, that happened.
That happened in linear time, so to speak.
Yeah. No. If you remember at the end, they're all back, standing at their consoles, as if nothing's happened, apart from let's go visit John Donnelly. So everybody forgot, even McGann. So
yeah,
you'll figure. That red light was a hell of a sight. Right, guys. Open mic portion of the cast. Anything else you want to bring up before we get it rated? And then they can.
Well, I think it's a bit unfair to compare this to the TV series because obviously Big Finish has a lot more toys in the toy box. I mean, we've learned subsequently the limitations that were placed on Stephen Moffat when we wrote this TV episode. So, I mean, I think it's a little bit unfair to criticize the television series and say this is so much better when obviously Big Finish has more freedom to use more characters, more tools, whatever, than the TV series, which, like has been mentioned before, all he had going into the writing of it was Jenna Coleman. So
go ahead, finish, Philip.
I was going to say, but you know what, Tim? Having said that, if the BBC really wanted to make a good go of celebrating Doctor Who as a 50th anniversary, they could have gone that far as opposed to bringing.
That was the BBC, though.
That's what I want to say. I say, you know what? Even though how my view is to that TV episode, I'm not blaming Moffat on it. I am blaming the BBC. Because if you notice that on the TV special, they use these actors and actresses to appear in that TV thing of past companions and all that for the Doctor, but they're not using them in that 75-minute fiasco. While at least Big Finish asked all these actors and actresses to voice a little clips here and there. I mean, this the same thing could have been done in the TV episode. Just have clips of them like that, not photos in the wall like that. I'm not blaming Moffat at all, because we need to find out to, like, after the show aired, later on, how the BBC has no respect to these actors.
I wouldn't look at it that way. I think they just they know they have a new audience and they want to concentrate on what that audience expects. Plus, they did have other specials that week. Like the first Doctor movie and the Five-ish Doctors comedy short.
Yeah, but that was made by. Remember, that was Peter Davison came out of his pocket to do that.
They gave him the money to do it.
They came out of his pocket. He paid for that.
No, he didn't pay for that. They gave him the money. Anyway.
Yeah, but the mainstay is with the TV effort. It just narrowed itself down to the New Who era and didn't go beyond or behind.
No, but it was basically a pretty good remake of the Three Doctors in a way, if you want to look at it that way.
Yeah, well, you can, but you can tell it was only meant for this time of the show.
All right, that's a debate for another day, kiddies. Anything else?
Oh.
No.
This is good. This is very good, okay, because it's not easy to put together a very good multi-Doctor story, and Big Briggs really accomplished something here because, like we've discussed, he did a really good job of giving everybody something to do, not keeping too many people on the board, moving them out of the way when they were no longer needed, but still giving you the thrill of having a cameo, of like saying, oh, okay, Perry's here, cool, or Ace acting like Ace from TV, because she's very young in this one, boom. Yeah. And all that. So it's just like he did a really good job of putting this together, and it could have, when you have these, what are the previous examples? You have the Three Doctors, which is pretty good, and you have the Five Doctors, which is not quite as good. It's good, but it's not quite as good. It's like I said, it can't be easy to make a story that's this satisfying when you have so many pieces to go in.
Well, I do have two gripes about the whole thing. Is the three earlier doctors, when you're trying to hear them speak, it's very indistinct to work out what they're saying sometimes. So that's one little bugbear.
Okay.
And the other one, the final one, is the monsters that tore up the landscape. You didn't get much of a visualization of what they're like. You're just hearing sounds and movement, but you're not really understanding what sort of creatures they are.
The Vess?
No, the things
that giant thing that was wrecking the planet.
Yeah, wrecking the planet. Turn up the landscape where all those funny plant creatures are. It's
where they first landed. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Just imagine the Langoliers from Stephen King.
Oh, I hated that TV movie.
What's funny, it was nice if they could bring back the Vess, because the way they were describing them, that they were weaponized, that sold weapons to the Daleks and Cybermen and all that. Say, really the Daleks gonna let these dudes live? Because
they're essentially insider traders. Yeah, there you go. So,
that was another good thing about the story too, is that they didn't involve the Daleks, which is obviously you have to do that on television. Obviously, anytime you mention the word anniversary, they start talking about Daleks. I think it was wise that they left them out of this, gave them a rest, and they just concentrated on that one crispy master. So that's pretty cool.
The crispy one was running amok. Yeah, there you go. And just one wee brief mention for Louise Jameson in this when she first meets, obviously in the official Charlotte. My name's Charlotte. My friends call me Charlotte. I shall call you Charlotte. What? Jesus, she was a all right, no bother. Yeah, says a chick in the leotard and the grey streak. Yeah, I shall call you Charlotte. Yeah. All right, guys, anything else?
When the Doctor describes the Master towards the end of the story, how he's a fallen angel, I would have said more like a risen demon or a fallen lord even. Fallen angel makes him sound almost godlike.
A fallen angel, eh? Oh,
well, he is in a sense a fallen angel. I mean,
but angels, that's almost stepping on the
in the old days, the time those were revered as some sort of angels or gods, so
Yeah, but it doesn't Big Finish have a thing where they can't mention God within their story? Yeah, they're going to think that they can't technically mention religion or gods.
Well, and remember, you could say that we are basing this on mythology from all
Okay,
over the
all right.
world.
Yeah.
I have a question. Okay, we know that in the Big Finish timeline of things for the Master, that he became the Anthony Ainley Master, but then he degenerated back into this one, right?
Yeah.
So where do you think this is as far as he's concerned? I mean, has he already done that?
No, because Ace has not met him yet. Ace has not met the Master yet, so you know that takes place
And
before
also-
survival.
And also, Nissa hasn't met this Master either. This is before he became Anthony Ainley.
Yeah, this leads into Legopolis, I think, because he becomes more burnt before he goes to Legopolis.
Hmm.
Yeah.
He gets more crispier. So that's what I think happens during the tirade.
You know what, you think this is after Keeper of Kraken, but before...
As far as this is concerned, I guess, and the
Yeah.
Fourth Doctor. I
Yeah.
suppose.
Yeah.
But then again, that's the one where he takes over her dad. So I mean, it could be before both of those, or did she recognize, or did she mention him in this one?
No, she didn't recognize him.
Give me a second. I'll be able to find out.
I don't know if she ever even saw the Master as he was. She just saw the Milker, right? So
That's true.
Mhm.
That's a good
Yeah.
point. That's a good point.
Because, yeah, she never saw the match with the father.
these kind of details are why it's hard to put together a story like this, because you don't want to contradict something from a previous TV story or previous audio even. So it's got to be, you probably have a big chart. They have to write everything in and make sure they don't make
He
any
did
mistakes.
make,
All right.
the Master,
Nissa met the Master in Logopolis, but to this Master, it has not happened to him yet.
yeah,
That's right.
he did.
Yeah.
He did say his timeline is a bit askew to everybody else in that story. So he's not tied to his timeline in the story. He's all over the place.
Well, there you go.
Well, you can look it up in the TARDIS archive how each companion fits in with the Master. Like, have they met him before? Like it says it right there in for each companion.
Well, there you go. If anybody's interested, go check that out, folks.
Hi guys, this is my take on the light at the end. Wow, I love this. I love this so much. I almost got in trouble for playing this. This is amazing. The light at the end is the best 50th anniversary special. I mean, it is amazing. It's more amazing than Matt Smith, David Tennant, and John Hurt in The Day of the Doctor. I mean, it literally comes in miles above it. I can't talk enough about it. I love the interplay of all 5 Doctors, the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th Doctors. I love the interplay of all the companions, and I love the fact that they kept going back to the house on Barnesville Crescent, and I love that you can go there to that specific house. Anyway, I will give Light at the End a 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, 12 out of 10, 15 out of 10. So awesome. Best thing ever. And that's all I really have to say.
Right, guys. I guess it's that time again.
Dude, dump all that turkey we ate.
You did. We don't do Thanksgiving out here. I just kept drinking.
That's what you think. I lucky I had a piece.
There you go. The way to the end. Big Finish 50th anniversary production. Various doctors, various companions. A crispy Master, one red light, and John Donnelly. Matt, what do you give us out of 10, dearie?
For all the fantastic moments, including the 4th Doctor and the 8th Doctor trying to distract the Master by offering him a jelly baby near the end of this thing, and for fantastic ensemble cast, I'd say it's a 10 out of 10 easy.
Okay, sound the bugle, blow the trumpet, and crack go the fireworks. Jason, how about you, Matt?
Perfect and funny story, and giving the Master another chance and hearing all the Doctors. I'm going to go to 5 times higher to 50 out of 50.
Going to make you write that in. Excellent. AJ, how about you?
Yeah, this was a brilliant story. I'm going to have to go even higher, 100 out of 100.
See a pattern developing here. Well, you're up.
Oh yeah, this is a perfect 10 out of 10. But you gotta get Big Finish. Please make Eighth Doctor and the Fourth Doctor meet up again, because you could tell some funny situation what happened with those two, man. They gotta meet up again.
Sonic screwdrivers back to back. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Your metaphor, not mine. Phil, you're up. What do you reckon?
Because it's got a beautiful soundtrack behind it, excellent acting from everybody involved. This is definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. I'm going to go one higher as well and go 600 out of 700.
Oh, you're having a flimming laugh, man. You're all getting 10s and you're going to lump it, Tim. I think I know what this is.
It's an easy 10, yes.
And I'll complete the trifecta times 2, add 1, and I will say 10 as well. There you go, superb. It's the 4th of July, the fireworks are going crazy, and we have a winner here from the folks at Big Finish. Ding, 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 ding. Excellent. The guy's done, dusted, finito, el farasco endi can for another week. Join us next week, guys, when we'll be taking a wee trip with Colin Baker and India Fisher and Philip.
It's called The Condemned. No, it's not. Is it?
No, it's not. It's called the Rank Club, man. You moron.
Oh, the Rain Cloud Man.
There we go. If there's one thing that can always be guaranteed, Philip will fuck up a title at the end of this quiz. There you go. Yes, the Rain Cloud Man. We'll tackle and we will digest that, and we'll see how that sits with the group. As always, guys, check out all our various buddies on the wacky, wonderful world of YouTube. You've got Dr. Freedom and his news broadcast and his Omega Files. You've got the guys and dolls over at Geeks Assembled. You've got Lady Neil. You've got Subi Tavers Blue. You've got Johnny Blues. You've got Sammy Carter. You've got Mike Shannon. You've got a whole host of folk. Go like, share, comment, subscribe. And with that, I'm getting the hell on out of here. I can smell coffee brewing. Have a safe and prosperous week. Don't worry, I'll put some whiskey in it. Be excellent to yourself and each other. And adios, guys. And... yeah, don't worry. Black Friday's over. Cyber Monday's next. All the best, folks.